Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Erica from Confessions of a Homeschooler, and since school is getting ready to start, I wanted to share our curriculum picks. Now I know I'm a little bit late this year, but it took me a little bit longer to choose what we were going to do. I'm changing things up a little bit, so I thought it would be fun to film a video so I can kind of tell you why we're changing it as I go through the curriculum for each one. So today I'm going to do my curriculum for my 8th grader since she's new. If you're wondering what I have done for previous years, you can just do a search on my blog, and I have all of our curriculum picks for grade levels on there. So you can check that out, but today we're going to take a look at what my 8th grader is doing this year. Now we are changing things up a little bit for her because when you hit 7th and 8th grade, I think it's really important to start, even maybe in 6th grade, just gradually, increasingly start increasing your independent workload, because once your child is going to hit high school, they're really going to be on a much more independent level. They're going to need to know things like study skills, how to read a chapter, take notes off of that chapter, and then study those notes in preparation for an exam. They're also going to be needing to know how to do research reports and things like that. So a lot of the changes that I'm making this year for her are in line with that, in line with getting her work to be much more independent. She doesn't need me quite as much anymore, and that's a good thing. We need her to be able to have an assignment list, be able to kind of break that up over the week for herself, figure out if I have 10 pages to read this week, then I need to read 2 today, 2 tomorrow, and so on. And just how to kind of organize and schedule her own schoolwork so that when she hits high school and then thus on into college, it's not like a new task for her, like she's never done it before. So we are going to be focusing on that more this year for her. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what is in her work boxes, what she's going to be doing this year, and then there are a couple things that aren't included in there that I'll talk about as well. So the first one is Bookshark. So we are going to be using Bookshark for her literature this year. Now, Bookshark is actually a fairly expensive program, and the only reason that I am using it with her is because we get it free through our options program. It is actually a full curriculum for literature, language arts. I think there might even be a little bit of other topics covered in there as well. History is another one in there. We are not using it for anything other than the literature section, and like I said, I'm using it because I got it free, and it's a great just big pile of books for her to go through for her literature reading for the year. The other thing that she's going to be participating in, which we've done for the last several years, is an options program. Now I get a lot of questions about this. Options is just a program that's offered through our local school district, and she goes once a week on Fridays, and she spends the whole day there, just kind of like if she were in an actual, traditional school, but they have elective courses for her. So her courses this year are going to be cooking, which I think that she'll really, really enjoy. She's also doing choir. She has a problem-solving game theory class, and then her last one is semester 1 is going to be doing TED Talks, and semester 2 she's going to be doing drama. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun for her. Those are classes that I might not necessarily do here at home, so it's kind of a nice way for her to get out and get into a class, do some things we maybe wouldn't do, and then I also get a day off to, I do all kinds of things on that day, either work or sometimes I just go off and screw around and do things that I can do without my kids. So anyways, those are the extra things that she's going to be doing. She will also be swimming this year. That is her sport. She likes to do that. And we are looking into finding some more drawing classes for her because she really loves drawing in particular and art just in general. So we're going to be looking at finding some of that kind of stuff for her as well. So those are her kind of off elective type of things. And then let's go ahead and take a look in her work boxes to see what she's going to be doing academically. So here are my drawers for my 8th grader this year. Now her first drawer looks much similar to all the other ones, but they all start off with their Bible curriculum, and she is finishing up her Word of Life devotions, and I do have a video on this, so if you haven't seen it, you can go check that out to see what these devotions look like in more detail. Then she's also got her little supply caddy here, and this is just an acrylic expandable drawer organizer, and so it just fits on top of her drawer, and then you can fit things underneath it, which is nice. And they all have one of these, so she just keeps all of her supplies in here so she doesn't have to really go anywhere to get them. She's got her glue sticks and Sharpies, highlighters, page markers, pencils, all that kind of stuff. And then she does also have a few extra supplies back here. She's got these Crayola erasable colored pencils, and then these watercolor pencils, which she really likes to draw with these, and then you put water on them and they turn into watercolor, which is really cool. And then she also keeps her Quick Sticks These are paint pens, and I did a review on these a while back, but they're basically paint in a stick, which is pretty cool. And she just uses these for various art projects and whatnot. She keeps them in her drawer so they don't get mixed in with the other kids. So she just keeps that stuff in the back of her drawer. And then in her second drawer here, she will be doing Matthew C. Algebra 1 this year. And so I keep, just like my other kids, I keep her workbooks in here, and I keep her test book in here, and then I just pull out her worksheets each week. And then she's also got the video that goes along with it as well in here so that she can watch the video. They watch the video on Monday, and then they do a worksheet on Monday, and then they do the subsequent worksheets the rest of the week. So if she had any other supplies for this unit, I would also have that in this drawer. All right, then in her next drawer is her Fix-It Grammar, and this is a new curriculum for us this year. And so we are starting out with the student book, The Nose Tree, which is the first version. And I am starting out with their first level just because it's new, and I want to make sure that we understand how this works and how to label everything and all of that. And then the other thing that she has in this drawer is her Spelling UC books, and she's going to be doing level G this year. Now, eighth grade, you typically don't do spelling, and I think we're a year behind on the Spelling UC just because of the levels I picked to start out with. But I'm going to have her do this anyways. One thing I really like about it is it's kind of a mix between handwriting practice and learning spelling, but it's also full of information, historical information, and I really like that since they're rewriting it so many times, they actually really remember this quite well. And she has frequently come and just kind of spouted off random facts to me, and I've asked her where she's learned it, and she's got it from these books. And so this is kind of just, it's like a little side bonus that they're learning about history as well. So I am going to have her do this year, and I think that might be their last level if I'm not mistaken. And then in her next drawer, now this is the changes that we're making this year. She is going to be doing a Becca history this year as opposed to something with our group. And I'm going to have her be doing, on her assignment sheet, it'll tell her which pages she needs to read, what she needs to study for, when she has quizzes and all of that kind of thing. And so she is going to be doing this mostly independently. So it comes with a civics activity pack, and then it also has some geography worksheets, tests, and then also quizzes that come with it. Well, you have to buy these all separately. That's one thing that I really don't like about it, Becca, is that you have to purchase everything separately, including the teacher's manual, so it is kind of a hassle. I guess on the other hand, if you just want one portion of it, it makes it a lot easier and cheaper to order that way. So, but she is going to be doing this on her own. I haven't done this grade level yet, so we'll have to kind of see how it goes. But I did want something that was going to be more independent for her and just help prepare her for high school, where she's going to be doing a lot more independent work. She needs to know how to study, to take notes, and she's done that over the last 2 years. Actually, she's doing really well with it. But I'm just really more reinforcing that this year with the Becca history. And then in her last drawer down here, we have kind of a similar situation. She's going to be doing a Becca Earth and Space science as well, and she will have reading assignments, and if there's any experiments or anything like that to do. She's also got quizzes for that, and also the tests in here. And I'll probably move this up to the other drawer, because one thing that's not shown in this drawer right now is her Bookshark reading. I haven't pulled out the books yet, so I still need to do that, and that will probably be in here. And then the other thing that she has in here is her writing binder, and this is carried over from last year. Where she was doing IEW Group A Intensive, and I did the 2-year plan, so we kind of spread it out. So she just has all of that in here, and she'll just continue on with this notebook for writing. So that is our curriculum lineup for my 8th grader this year. If you have any questions, you're always welcome to email me. I'll put all of my information in the box below for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any suggestions for Tip Tuesdays, make sure to leave a comment below as well, and I'll see what I can do to get it filmed for you. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you for the next one.